If you're coming out of the hold, I need a mile space, and otherwise we're going to have to start breaking you guys off and sending you back to the lake. No side-by-side, no on top. I got a low wing, a half mile south of this. We're off your wing. Low wing, half mile south of this. Good. I need you to maintain that speed or slower. Actually, pull it back for me. You're eating up to that Cessna just a little bit. Pull it back just a little bit. Follow the railroad tracks going.
Jackson County, that Pansiers, we're going to go around.
Put the right down for 27. We'll be breaking any of you guys out. We want you guys to get to the show. Find somebody to follow. Find somebody to follow. Lowering approaching pitch, rock the wind, going about a half mile from pitch with the gear still up. Your gear still up. You're a low wing and you're, yeah. Good. Welcome to Oshkosh. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. Go straight up the track.
AC's working.
Yeah, feels good.
See? Science.
Oh, feels so good.
All right, so we're back for another episode.
Yeah.
This is more of a long journey episode. I don't want to call it a trip to Oshkosh because that's not really what we're doing. We're really going on like a little vacation.
Like a road trip. Well,
it's like a road trip in the sky.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're going to northern Michigan, Traverse City. That's our ultimate destination for like this weekend. But it's like a road trip. Take it slow. We're gonna stop in the Smoky Mountains. I don't even know. It's like Jackson Airport up there. That's gonna be our lunch stop, and then it's right by Knoxville. We'll be around Knoxville, and that'll be probably 3.5 hours to get there. And then we're gonna go to Cincinnati. We'll stay the night in Cincinnati. I've never been to Cincinnati. You've never been to Cincinnati. So that's why we're staying there, because we've never been. And then the next day, we're gonna fly back 3 hours to Traverse City, Michigan, for no other reason than we've also never been there.
yeah. Looks like a cool little town though.
Yeah, it looks like a cool place. We'll see. So we're gonna do that, and then we're going to on Tuesday, the night we want to see the night show at Oshkosh. So we're gonna fly into Oshkosh Tuesday, stay the night Tuesday and Wednesday. Hopefully see the night show if there's parking. I mean, if there's camping available. We have enough stuff back here to camp. If there's parking for general aviation, we could do that. We'll play that by ear, and then we're gonna leave Oshkosh and go to Savannah, completely different, where it's gonna be just as
Charlotte.
hot. Where are we going? Yeah, what's the name of the place?
Oh, Charleston.
Charleston. I'm like, we've been to Savannah.
I'm like, Savannah, no.
It's something.
Charlotte, no. Different Carolina.
We can't remember restaurants or the cities we're going to. So we're letting this cool up while we do this. I don't think we've ever done a flight plan on here. And there's no even YouTube videos of doing a flight plan. So I'm gonna get rid of this thing. So here we are at Punta Gorda, and I'm recording the screen here. 24 Alpha. That looks better. So that's in the middle of the mountains. It looks like a cool little airport to hang out in. So if we were flying VFR, we would just fly directly there. And it looks like the weather's probably good enough to do that, to fly directly there. But we don't like clouds and clouds getting in our way. So we're gonna file instrument to get up there. So if we file instrument, then you have to file an instrument flight plan. And instrument flight plan need waypoints so they know where you're going. You can use airways, but Victor Airways are built around VORs, which is like the old technology. We use GPS, but it's kind of like, you know, back in the old, like, oh, when this town was first formed, like you took a left at the old oak tree. Well, we don't use the oak tree anymore, but it's still a good point of reference,
right.
And people probably still turn there all the time. So what we're gonna do, first of all, because this is super slow, I'm gonna turn off traffic because it's bogging us down. I'll go to our IFR chart, which is slightly different than the sectional. It just shows those airways. And see, even over Lakeland, it's marginal, so there might be some clouds there. So that we can build this by hand, by like filling out individual airways, or we just go up to our flight plan thing and we go to our routes.
Oh, did you grab your monster?
Yeah, well, of course.
Can't leave it behind.
Very important. It says a recommended route and an airway route. If we do the airway route, it just takes us airways the whole way up, or it'll give us this recommended it's 3 hours and 14 minutes. We'll see what that one looks like. So we'll just select that route. So this has us leaving from Punta Gorda to our first waypoint being Bridge. Kind of a weird one to take. What I'm gonna do is I just know Punta Gorda, and I know they're not gonna like that initial getting out of here. So I'm gonna have us go, instead of over Draft, I'm gonna have us go over Gainesville. I know they like us going over Gainesville. Navigation. So we're going over Gainesville we'll go from Lakeland, instead of this weird waypoint that goes through the Class Bravo, which I don't think they want us going through the Class Bravo. For some reason, I feel like that they would prefer us stay outside.
Yeah, probably. Would be best.
So Lakeland, because they always send us to Lakeland. And then instead of Bridge, I just happen to know, because we fly out of here all the time, they don't like you departing through that one bridge. They like you going to Rogan first. But we'll probably get direct to Lakeland. All right, so our route is Rogan to Lakeland, from Lakeland to Gainesville, from Gainesville to Taylor City, then then we take this Victor Airway, and it includes the waypoints, up to, I don't even know what this is, Waycross. I don't know what Waycross is. Then from Waycross, we just keep heading north and hit GPS waypoints. So, and then to our final destination. So we go ahead, and that looks good. So we'll go ahead and pack for that. All right, so what we can do now is I can type this in and just hope that it gives it to us. So here's FMS. We start at PGD. The next one's Rogan, right? Then the next one's Lakeland. Then the next one is Gainesville. Then the next one's a Victor Airway, so you can just go right here and hit Victor 157, and it goes to Boma, so then it puts all those in. And then 224 Alpha there. All right, let's see if that looks right on the map-ish. Yeah, that looks right.
Good.
Okay, so that looks good. So we're loaded up in here. So what we do is make our flight plan. So what we do is we hit this little thing, go to flights. So we're leaving here, we're arriving here, leaving at noon, which is about right. 2 people. Proceed to file. All right, so we're ICAO, IFR, GPS. So let's see, 1 aircraft. We're departing at 11:45, 2 souls aboard. All right, we're finally filing our flight plan. Ooh.
Okay.
That took a while. All right, so we filed our flight plan, so now we have to pick up our flight plan. All right, so we're gonna use our acronym to pick up our IFR clearance. So before we taxi, we pick up our IFR clearance. The acronym is CRAFT, C-R-A-F-T. C stands for where you're cleared to. That's almost always the airport you're going to, which we know is gonna be Jackson Airport 24 Alpha. Never been there before. We'll find out what that's all about. Route is the route you're going to take. We filed that kind of complicated looking route. If anything, they're just like us. They only know this area, so they might change our immediate plan, but they'll probably clear us for most of the way. Hopefully we just get an as filed, and that's all we have to say. I would just write AF, and if they say as filed, just circle it. Your altitude, it's going to be maintain blank, expect blank in 10 minutes. Probably going to be 2,000 and 8,000, because we asked for 8,000 and 2,000 is what they normally give. Our frequency, if you want, you can write 127.05, and if they say that, just circle it. If not, write another one next to it, but that's normally the one we get. And then obviously our transponder, we don't know. So they're going to say, you're gonna call them up, and you're going to ask, you're going to say, Punta Gorda ground, Sierra 643 Juliet Mike, we'd like to pick up our IFR. Just say that. They're going to say, Sierra 643 Juliet Mike, you're cleared to 24 Alpha Jackson Airport, as filed. Maintain 2,000, expect 8,000 in 10 minutes. Departure frequency 127.05, squawk 12345. And then you just read that exactly back to them.
All right. Punta Gorda ground, 643 Juliet Mike, ready to pick up our IFR with information uniform.
November 643 Juliet Mike, Punta Gorda ground, you cleared to 24 Alpha Airport. As filed, maintain 2000, expect 8000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.15 and squawk 3652.
Okay, so we're cleared to 24 Alpha Airport as filed. Maintain 2000, expect 8000 and 10 minutes. Frequency is 125.15, squawk 3652, 643 Juliet Mike.
643 Juliet Mike, read back is correct.
All right, so we got it. So as filed, just everything that we thought it was going to be. So we're squawking down here.
Thank you.
And so now what I do, so I'm using my frequencies down here. What I do is I come up here to COM 1. All right, and then we're going to put in that 125.15. All right, and then switch it up. So now when they say switch to departure, we just switch over there. Super easy. All right, so now, right now is when we normally would load up our whole thing, but we already loaded it up in advance. So we're ready to taxi. So we are here at the 600 hangars, and we're going over 15. So they're going to tell us 15 via Echo. Super easy.
Punta Gorda ground, 643 Juliet Mike. We're by the 600 hangars, ready to taxi.
Number 643 Juliet Mike, runway 4, correction, runway 15, taxi via Echo.
Taxi via Echo to runway 15, 643 Juliet Mike.
Perfect. Let's do it. Look at that, expert. All right, let's see there. So I like this view. I like the flight plan map view combo mambo. See that, Rogan? So we're gonna turn. So she's gonna give us a heading. We already know we're going to 2000, and which now she's gonna get a heading. It's either gonna be runway heading, which they usually do runway heading, or they're gonna say something close to it. So like 130, something very close to 150. And so we're gonna just fly on that heading up to 2000. When she has a switch over, we say she's gonna tell us contact departure. So you just say over to departure. Have a good day, 3 Juliet Mike.
Punta Gorda Tower, 643 Juliet Mike at runway 15, ready for departure.
November 643 Juliet Mike, Punta Gorda Tower, hold short runway 15, landing traffic.
Hold short, 643 Juliet Mike.
Perfect.
Number 643 Juliet Mike, runway 15, landing 130, clear for takeoff.
Runway 15, clear for takeoff, heading 130, 643 Juliet Mike.
Perfect.
All
right, so now I turn the AC off just to give us a little more boost for just a second. So the next frequency change we're going to get is over to departure. And then once we're at departure, you just say the altitude we're at and then the altitude we're climbing to. Yeah, so momentarily they'll say 643 Juliet Mike, like contact Fort Myers departure. So you just say over departure, have a good day, 3 Juliet Mike.
Number 643 Juliet Mike, contact Fort Myers departure.
We'll be contacting Fort Myers departure, 643 Juliet Mike. Have a nice day.
Perfect. So now we're going to go to departure. So now we're on Fort Myers. So they're probably going to tell us to go to one of these things. Like they're going to tell us to go to Lakeland or Rogan, or they'll give us a heading. So you just say Sierra 643 Fort Myers approach, Sierra 643 Juliet Mike, the altitude and 2000.
Okay.
Or just say at whatever altitude.
Flight 2423, 5000, Wyckoff descending 4000.
Frontier Flight 24.
Fort Myers approach, 643 Juliet Mike at 1100.
November 643 Juliet Mike, Fort Myers departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 4000, turn left heading 090.
Climb to 4000, turn to 090, 643 Juliet Mike.
Yeah.
See if I can hook this. This thing is, did you feel this thing?
Smoking?
Yeah. So, do you want to show what we,
Oh,
this is an excellent idea for, because we've had issues with the GoPros as far as dying in battery, and this is like a solar.
Yeah, so we can charge. I got a little hat for this GoPro so it doesn't overheat. So you can plug that in and then just throw it up there.
Kind of fell over and take off, but
Cool.
we'll get it back up here.
And then we're probably gonna get some other instruction from Fort Myers soon. I'm guessing he's gonna turn us at some point.
Parachute jumping in progress over the Shell Creek Airport.
So at some point they're gonna say they're gonna give us up to maybe 8,000 or 6,000. Because remember, this wasn't our requested altitude. So they're gonna give us our requested altitude at some point. And so the next transmission, expect an altitude change and another vector, or they're gonna tell us to go to one of these things.
3 Juliet Mike, turn left heading 040.
Turn heading 040, 643 Juliet Mike.
Southwest 2205, turn right heading 330, descend maintain 1,000.
They're an instrument pilot. Easy.
330, 1,000.
I have a ways before that, but
Easy.
this helps for sure.
Well, this thing's been recording for 40 minutes, and
Fort Myers, good
It
afternoon.
still looks full.
76 up, going to go to 1,000.
Is that the one that's hooked up?
Yep.
Runway heading.
And this one is like getting close to being dead.
Radar contact, climb maintain 4,000, turn
Well, I
left.
think
direct
our
Seashore,
contraption's
third
working.
Turn left direct Lakeland.
Yeah.
4,000 left, Lakeland Legion.
Don't
16,
include this on the video.
It's going
I'm gonna
in.
get like honey roasted powder all over my
Going
face.
423, turn right heading 030, airport
Pause.
3 o'clock, 10 miles.
030, fill inside Frontier.
I'm actually going to put it in slow motion.
2423, clear visual approach runway 6, contact tower.
The AC's nice, but it helps spread the powder all over my face.
Well, that's what I'll do is censor it. It'll censor it.
There you go. That'd be fine.
3 Juliet Mike, turn left direct Lakeland, contact Miami Center 127.2.
Turn left, Lakeland, contact Miami Center 127.2, 643 Juliet Mike.
That was good. See, that was kind of tough.
Yeah. Miami Center 643 Juliet Mike at 4,000.
Number 643 Juliet Mike, Miami Center, roger, climb and maintain 8,000.
6,000.
Ask her to repeat.
Repeat please.
November 643 Juliet Mike, climb and maintain 8,000.
Climb and maintain 8,000, 643 Juliet Mike.
That was perfect. That was the only, because I had no idea what you said.
Yeah, that was very, I thought she said maybe 6,000, but it was actually 8, so I'm glad we asked. But I just thought it was just my bad
And that's good.
hearing.
Get used, is like that. Probably one of the most important skills I learned, especially in
To
instrument.
clarify.
19
Is if you're not sure, they get a little spicy with you, but just ask.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
And what's annoying is we're going to listen to this and it's going to be clear 8,000.
Yeah, I know.
So, that's why I'm like,
how
what
did
was
we not
that?
hear that?
Yeah, and I listened to it on the computer. I'm like, no, that was clearly 8,000. Every time.
Number 3 Juliet Mike, descend and maintain 8,000. You can make that pilot's discretion.
Roger, 8,000 through your mic. Once we get through this rain, hopefully we can see the
75, 44,
airport.
descend and maintain 17,000. Line altimeter is 3013. Number 2123 Mike, contact Asheville, approach 124.65. Have a good day.
465, figure Mike.
75, 44, descend and maintain 16,000. Southwest 895, increase speed to 270, cross Aussie at 250. 75, 44, cross Aussie 12,000, 250 knots.
Now we're looking good.
Yeah. Ooh, pretty.
Pretty. Come on.
Oh, bust out.
I know, I feel like we're on an approach now.
15, descend and maintain, flight level 200. 1946, contact land approach on 128.0, have a good day. Killing me stepping on each other here. I don't know who all got that, but it's Delta 1946, Atlanta approach 128.0. Delta 1914, Atlanta approach 128.0.
Airport side, 3 Juliet Mike.
November 3 Juliet Mike, roger, cleared visual approach to Jackson County Airport, report your cancellation, 5-4 this frequency, if unable through radio, change to advisors approved.
Direct, and we'll cancel with you, 3 Juliet Mike.
3 Juliet Mike, roger, so you're canceling now?
Cancel it now, 3 Juliet Mike, yeah.
For cancellation received, have a good day.
Have a good one, 3 Juliet Mike.
Yes.
Jeez.
The 2075, increase speed to 280, Ozzy at 250.
Alright.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
15, descend and maintain, flight level 180.
Probably need to do the intercom. Okay. Like, just got out. It'll be fun. Amazing out here.
Beautiful.
Might have to go around.
Yeah, looks high.
Oh yeah, we're real high and fast. Let's see what we got. Yeah, we're too fast. Jackson County, that Tansiers, we're gonna go around and we're gonna join the left pattern.
This is amazing.
Really cool out here.
Yeah.
Pretty high again, but it's hard for me to exactly peg the what's it called, pattern, because I'm not used to the pattern.
Yeah.
Like all the mountains and everything.
Right.
So I'm kind of high over there.
Yeah, that would kind of throw me off too. Nice. Very good.
Traffic, are you able to stay on that end, I'll land 3-3 and then back taxi?
Yeah, that's perfect. We'll stay down here.
All right, appreciate it. Final for 3-3, Jackson County.
With all the, you know, different elevation and I don't know, just kind of, I don't know, throw me off.
That was super weird, but fun. Yeah, see, he's coming in super steep too. I think you just have to, that's the way to do it here. Yeah, because you can tell that's a pretty steep approach.
That is very steep.
That was really fun though.
That was. Wow.
It's crazy.
That was very steep.
Yeah, that was steeper than mine. I thought I was.
And Jackson County traffic, 3 Juliet Sierra, back taxi 3-3 to the ramp, Jackson County.
Roger, we'll follow you.
Thanks. 6 Juliet.
All right, that's fun.
That was fun.
Up to it.
Eek.